Have you ever carefully planted some beautiful broccoli seedlings in October, babied up for weeks, only to watch it bolt into a useless stalk of yellow flowers the moment we get a warm spell? It is so frustrating. Probably making one of these 5 killer mistakes every Florida gardener makes every single season. From choosing the wrong variety to making some critical fertilizer mistakes. But these errors are the difference between failure and a basket full of fresh broccoli. In this video, we're going through 5 killer mistakes step by step. Let's make sure this is the year that you finally succeed. All right, let's dive right in. Everything we're going to talk about today all comes back to avoiding the stress that makes broccoli give up here in Florida. And that starts with the biggest mistake of all. Killer mistake number 1 is planting at the wrong time. This is the mistake that causes most of our broccoli failures in the state. You can do everything else perfectly, but if your timing is off, the plants will bolt the second we get a heat wave. Broccoli loves cool weather, and we have to time it so that it matures during the coolest part of our year. So here's your solution. In North Florida, you want to get your seedlings going in August. But we have some grace in North Florida because it's a cooler part of the state. You can plant all the way through into February, actually. But in Central and South Florida, we have a smaller window. September is really the perfect time to get our seeds started. But we could stretch that window into October and November if we wanted. We don't have as large of a planting window in Central and South Florida because it's so much warmer. But even places like IFAS will tell you that if you're in Central and South Florida, you can plant broccoli all the way into mid-March. But in my opinion, that's too late. It's already too warm. Now, when it comes to actually starting your seeds, I have noticed that starting your seeds in small cell trays or pots as transplants has worked better for me than actually directly sowing them into the garden. So I would highly suggest starting your seeds that way. Don't direct sow, start them as transplants. But once your baby seedlings have about 4 to 6 leaves, that's when they're ready to actually go into the garden. And this usually can take about 4 to 6 weeks. Now, remember, as I mentioned earlier, broccoli is a cool season crop. It likes cool weather. And in Florida, we don't have a whole ton of that. Broccoli usually takes 80 to 100 days to fully mature. So we need to make sure that we get the timing right so that we can produce broccoli heads in the coolest parts of our growing season. Broccoli does not like our spring season. So if you want to grow broccoli in Florida, our fall season is the best time. Okay, killer mistake number 2 is choosing the wrong variety. You can't just grab any old broccoli packet off of the shelf at a big box store. Many of those really are designed for longer, cool northern summers, not our short, volatile, cool season. First, you need to understand the 2 types of broccoli. There is heading and then there is sprouting. And heading varieties are what most people picture. They produce one big main head, but after that, they'll actually give off little small shoots for weeks. But sprouting varieties like broccolini, these focus on producing many smaller side shoots from the get-go, giving you a longer, more gradual harvest. So what should you plant here? You need varieties proven to work in our climate. For a classic heading broccoli, you can't beat Walton 29. It gives you that great main head and tons of side shoots later. Other reliable and quick producers in this category are Pac-Man and Early Green. But if you'd prefer a sprouting type for a continuous harvest, look for heirlooms like Green Sprouting. For those in South Florida that are watching this, here are 2 really heat-tolerant varieties for you. Grab Green Goliath or Green Duke. These are both heading type broccoli. Choosing the right type for your harvest goals and a variety proven for our area puts the odds in your favor from day one. Okay, mistake number 3 is probably one of the more important ones. That is neglecting the foundation. And by that, I mean your soil and setup. Broccoli is a heavy feeder and it's picky. First, broccoli needs at least 4 to 6 hours of direct sun, so pick your spot well. Second, you have to amend your soil. Adding tons of rich organic matter like compost to help hold on to water and provide nutrients. Now, before you plant, let's talk about another foundational element, spacing. Don't crowd your broccoli. They actually grow into big, bushy plants. You want to give them about 18 to 24 inches of space on all sides to ensure they get enough airflow. This will help prevent disease and make sure they aren't competing for food and water. I know it's hard to picture that when you're transplanting them or they're these little tiny plants in the garden, but they do grow into pretty large plants. And here's one little secret weapon for your soil. Soil pH is important. Broccoli wants a slightly acidic soil between 6.2 and 6.5. It's worth maybe getting one of those cheap little test kits or sending off a soil sample to IFAS to actually see where your soil is at. If you ignore your soil and your spacing, you're setting the plant up for failure before it even has a chance. All right, killer mistake number 4 is what I call the plant and pray method. This is where you put your transplant in the ground and just kind of hope for the best. Broccoli needs consistent care to avoid stress. First, watering. They need consistent moisture, about 1 to 2 inches a week. Water them deeply at the base 2 to 3 times a week. Don't just sprinkle it on the leaves. A thick layer of mulch, as I always say, is your best friend. It keeps the soil moist, the roots cool, and it suppresses weeds. Second is feeding. Remember, they're hungry. They're heavy feeders. I start with a balanced fertilizer when I plant, like a Dr. Earth is what I use. It's a 463. Then every few weeks, I'll side dress with some more of that granular fertilizer. Or you can even give them a drink with some liquid fertilizer once a week. A hungry broccoli plant is a stressed broccoli plant. And a stressed plant attracts pests like cabbage loopers and aphids. Keep them happy and they'll be much, much more resilient. And that brings us to killer mistake number 5, harvesting too late, or even worse, only harvesting once. Many new gardeners wait for a giant head like they see in the grocery store. By the time it gets that big here though, the weather is usually warmed up and it starts to bolt. The moment you see the head is tight and a deep green, that's the time to harvest. If you even see a hint of yellow flowering, you've waited too long. Cut the main head with about 5 inches of stalk when you harvest. But here's the magic part. Don't pull the plant out yet. This is the secret to a never-ending harvest. The plant will now send its energy into producing smaller side shoots. You can keep harvesting these side shoots for weeks, getting way more food from a single plant. We don't want to leave food in the garden. So there are the top 5 killer mistakes that I see a lot of Florida gardeners making, preventing you from growing perfect broccoli. Avoid these pitfalls and you'll go from being frustrated to being that person who's giving away bags of fresh broccoli to your neighbors. It's completely achievable in our unique climate if you just know the rules of the game. If this video is helpful, please do the channel a favor, hit the like button. It really does help the channel out. And I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. Have you made any of these mistakes? Or share your number 1 tip for growing broccoli in Florida if you've been successful. Thanks for watching. Now that you know how to avoid the biggest cool season mistakes for broccoli, check out this video right here. It's my complete guide to pest control in Florida, so you can protect the amazing harvest that you're about to get. Now get out there and get planting. I really hope this helps. Have a good day.